It doesn't happen suddenly. It happens slowly, quietly, almost unnoticed. One day, you realize you feel more alive in your room than anywhere else. Not because the world is bad, but because home is the only place where your mind stops clenching. People call you antisocial. They say you're boring, distant, avoiding life. But they don't understand the truth. Home isn't your hiding place. It's the only place where your nervous system finally stops fighting. This is the psychology of people who feel safest in their own space. And the reasons run much deeper than anyone expects. People misunderstand homebodies all the time. They assume you're avoiding life, avoiding people, avoiding responsibility. But the truth is much quieter and much more human. Loving to stay at home doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It means your mind knows exactly where it feels safest. Outside, everything demands something from you. Your attention, your energy, your smile, your patience. But at home, nothing asks. Nothing pulls. Nothing drains. Home becomes the one place where your identity isn't touched by expectations, where you don't have to perform, and where your nervous system can finally breathe without bracing for impact. This isn't avoidance, it's protection. It's understanding your own limits long before the world does. People who love staying at home are often carrying a kind of exhaustion that isn't cured by sleep. It's emotional exhaustion, the kind that builds from years of being alert, polite, careful, and hyper-aware of other people's energy. Out there, every room feels like a stage. Every interaction feels like work. Every conversation feels like a test you didn't study for. But at home, your nervous system finally drops its shoulders. Your breath deepens. Your mind stops scanning for danger. Home isn't a preference. It's a physiological sigh of relief. Homebody people do not need noise to feel alive. They live internally, in thoughts, ideas, imagination, dreams. While others seek stimulation from crowds, homebodies feel stimulation from within. A deep conversation with themselves, a moment of quiet clarity, a small spark of inspiration that can only happen in stillness. Their room becomes a universe, a safe laboratory where their mind explores without interruption or judgment. It's not isolation, it's connection to themselves. Some people lose themselves in social settings. Their voice changes, their posture stiffens. They become a smaller or louder version of themselves, depending on who they're with. But at home, they return to their true shape, their real voice, their real rhythm, their real self. Psychology calls this identity safety, the experience of being fully yourself without masking, shrinking, or performing. Homebody people don't fear the world. They just don't want to lose themselves in it. There is nothing wrong with loving your home. Nothing broken, nothing missing, nothing to fix. Some people heal faster in silence. Some people grow in solitude. Some people find peace not in crowds, but in the gentle familiarity of their own space. Your preference for home is not a flaw. It's a sign of self-awareness. A quiet understanding of what your heart can handle and what it can't. You're not avoiding life, you're avoiding the parts of life that exhaust you, confuse you, or make you feel like you have to become someone else just to belong. And maybe that's not weakness, maybe that's wisdom. Because the truth is this, homebodies aren't running from the world. They're running toward the one place where their nervous system finally feels safe enough to rest, to breathe, to exist without apology. In a world that keeps telling you to go out, to stay busy, to always be available, choosing home is almost seen as a sin. But maybe you're not choosing home over life. Maybe you're choosing yourself over pressure, noise, and expectations. There is a quiet strength in people like you. A strength that doesn't need applause or crowds or constant stimulation. You don't need to be everywhere to feel alive. Sometimes being exactly where your soul feels safe is enough. And maybe that's the lesson the world forgets. You don't have to leave your home to come home to yourself. So if your room is the place where your heart finally stops trembling, don't apologize for it. Don't explain it. Don't let anyone shame you for choosing peace over chaos. Because home is not where life ends. For many people, it's the only place where life finally begins. Take care of your mind, and I'll see you in the next one.